The shadows longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Darnold. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this down to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check 50. Check 50. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You draw Corkins. Bravo. Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, ready? 60 yards. Protein spill. Yes. Five.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Heavy, got heavy.
Check 61. Matchbox light.
Ready.
Hey, seam 6.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Chargers nothing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Keep it up.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that. The 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Alpha.
Come on. 49 the back.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike.
Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. A nice move at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
And leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A Raider first down, 17 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, nice 7.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 25.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing again. Herbert. Caught by Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have...
Now the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
59. Mike 59.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. On 1st down, Herbert going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, turn it up. Alert flare.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Herbert rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies come.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that.
I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A solid stiff arm. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 67 yards on the ground. Off of play action, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Allen. He finds some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the out, watch the out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get sick.
Darnold, he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Zoo!
Darnold down to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
5. General West.
Check. Crunch.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders get a score closer. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, Haywood!
Go 58 to the mic. Hey, pick your
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Another interception. Picked off at the 40. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. The Charger drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Charlie.
Check 31, check 31.
Ready?
On third down, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Get it.
Now Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on third down. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Herbert. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Hey, wahoo!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Mike, 49.
A first down throw, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Eckler. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
55, Mike, guys, 55. No,
6-6, pull it high.
55, Mike, 55.
Hard.
Screen, pass.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
We want it. Come to my work.
Darnold from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On the double.
55. Check, 55, Mike. Not today, you want? Not today.
Hey, seam 6.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Off play action. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go, son.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
March 49. March 49.
Hey, Alpha.
I got you, son. 49's the mic. March 49. Get him. Get him. Get him.
The lady.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Just like that.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Curtis Samuel. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on this. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching.
It's caught inside the 25.
That's it, baby.